Hello, welcome to Owl Stock Trades. In this channel, we like to find undervalued stocks, analyze them, do a real analysis, Warren Buffett style, by finding the intrinsic value of stocks. So I got some really cool news for you guys. There was an article that was published on June 2nd. Good investigative article that talks about Clover and what it fits to the greater puzzle of Medicare and where Medicare is going. So if you could do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and most certainly post this on Stock Twits, as that is a place that I need to get into. So a lot of people know about this because, let's face it, Clover's under the radar, and that's good for us because we can keep accumulating. But definitely retail needs to learn more about this stock because it has gotten a bad name because of the meme stock surrounding it. So very quick, just to give you an update. As you can see, the camera is very clear. We are slowly setting up our studio. We are slowly getting our studio back on rolling better than ever. We're going to be setting up a new microphone. It is going to be fabulous. And thank you for all the people that have supported this channel and all of the products that we have at Owl Stock Trades, so we can continue with our mission. So without further ado, if you guys can hear me, please drop it down in the chat. And yeah, let's get started. So we're going to go in right now, and we are going to read this article that talks about some important things that have happened recently that the Biden administration did. So in a move that received minimal media attention, last week, the Biden administration reaffirmed its decision to enact the largest Medicare premium hike in the program's 57-year history. The president is also endorsing a plan to funnel more money into the private insurance companies, aka Clover Health, right? And escalating plans to privatize the government insurance programs for seniors and those with disabilities, okay? So let's thank you so much, Rob. Thank you. So let's dissect that real quick here, guys, because this is very important. So the Biden administration recognizes that it cannot handle the current influx of seniors that is, I believe 10,000 Americans are turning ages 65 years or older every single day. That's the stat, right? And on average, the government has a hard time dealing with this increase, so they need to go to private. All right, they need to look at private companies / public companies. We already know that the government is not a great allocator of money. Just look at your DMV, how slow it is. Look at your USPS, right? So this is dealing with people's health. So the government definitely needs to reach out. And companies that are in this sector are going to benefit massively, okay? So let's go in now and continue reading on, okay? And there's around 62.7 million Americans or million people were enrolled in 2021, okay? So there's that. Now I want to just highlight, I gave you guys some highlighted here. So CMS, part of the Department of Health and Human Services, I didn't highlight that because by now you guys should know this. And now it's an approximate 14.5% increase to premiums for Medicare Part B, which covers doctor visits and some preventative care and outpatient services. And Clover is all about this particular spectrum of business. This is what they are involved in. And as you can see, the increase is 14.5%. Now the government, I always look at the CPI as almost like a lagging indicator or a lying indicator. I think inflation is much higher than what the government is telling us. And this tells me kind of the truth a bit here. We may actually be experiencing inflation around 14 to 15%, even higher, I think. But from the record, it's around 8, right? But as you can see, they increased premiums by 14.5%, okay? So, and let's continue going down. There's a couple stuff here about the Alzheimer's drug, very important drug. And now let's go ahead and read here, okay? Enrollment in Medicare Advantage, signed into law in 1997 by Bill Clinton. I use a change in tone for a reason. We'll go back to that name. Former President Bill Clinton has more than doubled over the past decade. Okay. In 2021, more than 26 million people were enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan, or about 42% of the total Medicare population. Private plans have cost Medicare $146 billion since 2008. Okay. In addition to hiking Medicare premiums and funneling more money to Medicare Advantage insurers, Biden has expanded Medicare privatization. The direct contracting entity DCE, which we always talk about, was launched in 2019, right? Before Clover became public through a SPAC by CMS. During the Trump administration under the CMS Innovation Center, known as CMMI. Okay, so there's a lot of packed in these two paragraphs. I won't call these paragraphs, just statements. Okay, these are very short ones. So first things first, Bill Clinton. Okay, so we already know by now, for people that don't know, that's news to them, Chelsea Clinton is on the board of Clover Health. Okay, we already know Chelsea Clinton is the daughter of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Okay, we know that Bill Clinton signed this Medicare Advantage into law. We already know that the Clinton family is part of the Democratic National Convention. They're part of the Democratic Party. Okay, and we know that they are connected heavily with Biden, who is working on essentially aiding this company working together. Likewise, we also have the Trump administration backing this company as well, these types of businesses, because we all get old, okay? The most, I guess, an American saying is the two most certain things in life are death and taxes, right? So death being part of this whole system here, right? So very somber, but the point is what we're looking at here, guys, is that, and this is not news, Chamath said this on CNBC, if you look at his interviews in the past, Clover Health is supported by both sides of the political spectrum. It will not get a political shock during a presidential / party shift because they both support it, okay? So there's that, all right? So there's the whole Bill Clinton connection and both of that. And we know that having a Clinton on board, it helps. Regardless of where you stand in society, I'm an idealist. I personally think it's smart, right? That's how capitalism works, okay? By having Chelsea Clinton on board, it is a very smart decision because it allows Clover to get in that lobbying side, or not particularly lobbying, but in that arena to enact change. If you have the capital, capitalism dictates that you have the power to voice your opinion, to essentially create a world, because your opinion matters because of the money you have. And that's capitalism, right? People that don't have money don't have a lot of power. So regardless if you agree with that or not, that's capitalism, okay? Now, let's continue going down, okay? It talks more about DCE. Now, the DCE program is now being expanded by the Biden administration under a new name, ACO REACH, which we went over. We know about this. We heard about this, which is the Accountability Care Organization realizing equity, access, and community health. Now, we know in that white paper that they wrote in November regarding diversity and health equity, we know that Clover Health is most definitely, already on this page. In fact, they could be teaching CMS and being a role model for other insurance providers regarding their equity and their equitable access and their approach to helping the most historically marginalized of patients. Okay. Now, Democratic Representative Pramila Jayapal's office told Lever that 350,000 seniors were assigned to DCE plans as of January 2022, none of whom signed up voluntarily. Now, again, I don't know as I was reading through this article, there was a lot of opinions or the tone when you read something. For me, as someone who's going to be a professional in healthcare and and I've been doing this for a while, in terms of analyzing documents and papers, you can assess the tone of when someone writes this, and you can tell this person who's writing this is not really truly fond of capitalism and looks against this particular thing. But regardless where you stand, that's the kind of tone of that, right? So let's continue. Now, Business Insider reports that Biden received $47 million from the healthcare industry executives, right, during his 2020 presidential campaign. The leadership of DCE contractor Clover Health. Now, again, I'm going to repeat that, right? The leadership of DCE, Clover Health, donated $500,000 to the main super PAC for the Senate Democrats in 2020. Okay. While Chamath Palihapitiya, the Sultan, right? Or is it the Sultan? I forget. The company's financer donated $750,000 to the same super PAC, according to the Open Secrets website. Okay. So we already are starting to see that even prior, when they were SPACing, we see that they were already making moves regarding a Democratic win, betting on the fact of a Democratic win by helping the Democratic Party. We already know that Chamath leans left, which I'm independent, which is so beautiful because it allows me not to be like locked in one party. I can actually listen to both sides, which makes me, I feel like, more conservative nowadays, honestly. But I don't know if you saw that meme, but going off away from that tangent and heading more to the facts, because I hate when channels go politics, but you can see that Clover has injected itself within this presidential political side of the health industry. Now, we still have other millions of dollars being funneled in. We don't know more. I want to know more about those. But overall, Clover is wanting to be a big player, and it is being a big player. Okay. Again, it takes time to build a business. All of the crap that you saw in 2020 was the printing of money. Okay. Now, all those fancy YouTubers out there that you see, it's gonna separate the babies from the I want to become sexist, the real men, but real investors that know how to analyze companies. Okay. Clover Health is going to be a success, and we already see them working in the back end where retail investors don't have a clue, and also on the front end with what they talk to us regarding their earnings. Okay. So there is this article, very good synopsis regarding what's going on. And now we're going to go in and shift to smart money, dumb money. And we're going to do some analysis on Clover, looking at technical support and resistance to our software at All Stock Alerts through our subscription for as low as $10 a month. Now let's look at the comment sections and let's see what's going on here. It's about time they turned it over. Yeah, exactly. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Clove to the moon. I love it. And I honestly, guys, I love the community that we're building. Thank you for joining. It's really an honor and a blessing to have you guys. It feels good to help and teach. And I've been teaching for over, I think it was about 15 years of teaching, 10 years in the market. But 15 years of just teaching, neuroscience, organic chemistry, math. So I've always loved to teach. As someone who's in the healthcare in the profession, teaching is beautiful. Being able to pass knowledge, it's amazing. So here's the smart money, dumb money confidence. Smart money is blue and dumb money is red. As the market's been transcending up a little bit, dumb money obviously gets back in. Monkey see, monkey do, right? And now we may see a shift. If the market does go down for a shift, we're going to see smart money most likely double down. I think the CPI data is going to be a big one for sure to determine what's going on. I will be making another video for Clover regarding Chamath's comments that I saw recently in the past 10 days regarding his synopsis, which falls in line with what Cathie Wood's sees the markets heading towards. I do believe we will undergo a tech rally. It has been knocked down past its intrinsic value on some stocks. We are already at recession levels for the PE ratios in regarding to small cap companies, which we will go over. I have that presentation I need to give you guys. But as you can see, our setup is becoming more slowly advancing, and we will professionalize the crap out of this channel, because your time is worth everything. And I want to make sure when you watch this, you gain so much out of it, okay? So like I said, I'm going to keep hitting this off. Let me see, always show thumbnails here. In the past video back on May 19, I talked to you guys about this. Healthcare and technology, after a year, we're getting around 21%, 20% plus. Again, healthcare and technology, all right? Those are the two things. Again, I'm gonna look at it. Healthcare and technology. All right, guys? So those are the things that I believe is what is going to really perform in a year from now. And regardless, even if we do hit a recession, healthcare, I think, is going to perform really well, because no one's going to cancel their healthcare insurance. And the ones that do, that's we have that issue in the United States, sadly. But we're working on it, and it is getting better, and Clover is making a better world for us. But healthcare and technology. Okay, so there's that. And please, if you can, get this video to 146 likes like this one. So be nice if you can smash that like button, as it does help with the YouTube algorithm. It took me a while to understand what the algorithm means, but it pushes out the video. So, all right, so let's go in and do our this is our Discord, but it's injected with a bunch of softwares that we have. Like, for example, our brain machine, which you can do a bunch of price target calculations and a lot of research. It helps you be, essentially transforms you as a trader. So let's do a Monte Carlo simulation. I haven't done these in a while. So this is a machine learning platform. Which it does is it goes 30 years into the future, and it tries to predict a stock price. So as you can see, we are heading downward, and it looks bearish from a Monte Carlo simulation side. However, the baseline, again, this is the bear, the base, and the bull. It seems that we may possibly go for a reversal. I'm not too sure. But honestly, just to let you guys know, I am hoping that it continues going down. I really would like, for it to go down more, because why not, right? For me, this is a long-term hold. I want it to 2025, 2026 is my price targets. And anything I can accumulate during that time at this price is a godsend. I'm hoping we can get back to that $1.90 level. That was $1.98 or something. That was amazing. So let's go in and take a look at the support and resistance on the minute chart. We can go in and also take a look at it on the hour chart, and then also the day chart. And then this comes in live. Okay, we have access to all this information all on Al Stock Alerts, which, if you're watching the video, will be in the description box below. Okay, so now that we went ahead and got all these out, let's go one by one. So as you can see here, you should write these down. So we have a support at $2.42. As you can see, it bounced. And now we're looking at a level of support at 250 with a possible resistance at 258. It seems like it easily passes this. The biggest one that we have right now that's been battling this is at around $2.73. The second level of resistance is at $2.85. Furthermore, if you look at the hour chart, again, we have a strong level of support at $2.10. We've seen it bounce off of this direction. Likewise, 246 is looking pretty good, and we're oscillating, like I said, between the 246 to 270. Now, once we break that, the next level of hard stop resistance is at $3.07, and that strong one at $3.65 to $3.84, right? If you remember, it would stop at around $3.84 last time. Likewise, here it is on the greater scale. We got 278 as a hard stop. As you can see, it's been battling that, and also $3.74. again, like around the 80 cents mark, $3.80, it's been having a tough time. Once this inflation situation gets fixed, honestly, it was a blessing that they didn't pass that bill, even though this country does need help, but the inflation problem would have been much worse. Once we go ahead and pass these levels, we're going to be looking very sexy in the $5 to $7 region very soon. So definitely these prices definitely will not stay too long. So if you look at the weekly, again, 251 to 419, 747, 12, and 15. So that hasn't changed. Okay. So we'll talk about these when we get to those levels. If you look at the dark pool levels, seeing any dark pool trades, we have gotten one at $2.55 for 2.09 million shares. You can't see the M, but that's in millions. So we are getting heavy buying at 255. Again, it's a really good price, guys. You know what I mean? That's below Chelsea Clinton's average. Yeah. So here's the dark pool data, and we are seeing a lot of people wanting to get in. And yes, you have access to 24/7 dark pool data on any stock that you want. Again, Al Stock Alerts is what this is called. It is $2.54, but they didn't match, and they wanted to get that 2.09 million shares. It seems another one, and it just didn't match. So a lot of they got one at 255 for 2.09, but they wanted another 1 penny lower, right? And they wanted another 824,000 shares for the amount of $2.09 million. Okay, so we are seeing some dark pool in that area. If you look at the flow premiums, we are seeing on May 25 there were a lot more puts, but now we're starting to see calls on June 2nd in regarding to Clover. So we are seeing a change in sentiment. Okay, so we could be getting a rally. Again, we have access to the earnings release as well from our Discord and any stock. But just to remind people, it's been a while since March 2022 here. It seems a bit different, but they had a revenue of $874 million. That's very beautiful. There was a loss of 24 cents per share on a revenue of 815 million, and it essentially breaks down what happens. But again, definitely wanting to just remind you guys of what they made for the revenue for last quarter. Okay. Now, if you look at the next earnings report, it'll be on August 10. Put that on your calendar, August 10, 2022. Okay, so there's that. I wanted to update you guys really quickly on our brain machine. We're slowly launching this. So we already have it launched and it's live, and a lot of our members here are working on, they do estimates, they do revenue estimates for 2023, 2022, and 2020. And they do, it depends what they, revenue estimates they like. But we are updating it now. So if we type in Clover, it shouldn't unpack because we haven't programmed it yet. Like I stated, we haven't programmed it yet. But what I wanted to tell you is we have just released or planning on releasing, it's still in development, our advanced leverage DCF, okay, with different forms of DCF. Now, this will be throttled down. Mastering students have a limited access, but as you can see, if you type in AL DCF CLOV 2026, it gives you the revenue that Clover is going to be making based on mathematical models and projections. And it's believes that Clover will be making $29 million in revenue by 2026. Now, a beautiful part is you can type in CLOV 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, etc., right? And it does these mathematical projections, and it gives you the shares outstanding. It gives you the tax, the market risk premiums, the cost of equity, and what it does is it gives you the WACC model, and it actually calculates the stock value. And I know it's a negative because the free cash flow is a negative, but it's saying that it could be worth $232. Okay. And this falls in line with what this number is saying from our mastering intrinsic value calculation, which is the gold standard of what we believe here at Al Stock Trades. But definitely, it's nice to have this for any ticker that you can run through, and you can get this valuable information. And if you keep changing the year, it'll change the revenue, so you'll know exactly, and it extends 5 years out, so you'll be able to look at the revenue. So I think that's really cool. So 2026 revenue is 29 million, approximately $30 million. Right now, we're sitting this year at around 3 million. So that's a pretty far jump, but it shows you the type of growth that Clover is going to be experiencing. And you can do the math. I mean, assuming right now Clover Health for the next 6 years, even when it becomes profitable by next year, if it trades at just one revenue multiple, which is not going to happen, we're looking at a $29 billion business, which is 29 times the share price right now, and about $1 billion. So, do the math, guys. It's a really easy decision here. Okay. So there's that. So I wanted to just give you guys an update in regards to this, but let's answer some questions here. And I know that was a lot, but I hope that I always want to give you guys a lot. So, you guys deserve the best, and I want to make sure I pack this video. Let me know if I should break them up, but it's just tell me what you need to do, what I need to do, and I'll do it. Clover had volume aftermarket today. What do you think it could go take off tomorrow? The short term is very difficult because there's a lot of market uncertainty and market manipulation that, let's say if I had a couple $1 billion, I can just drop the market just because I want to, so I could rebuy back up at a lower price. Because again, it seems that dumb money has had some fun in the past couple of days. If you look at our smart money, dumb money confidence spread, it seems that dumb money has been enjoying this with some stocks rising. And I think smart money, which is in blue here, as you can see, could change its tune and start repurchasing, because it goes down in these cycles and these kind of dances where the stock goes up, dumb money gets excited, the stock goes down, dumb money gets sad and starts selling, but then smart money starts buying. Just like what Shamat said, do opposite of dumb money and you'll be fine. But it's very hard to tell because there is market manipulation. What are your thoughts about the Russell inclusion? So we will make another video. I wanted to do a separate video about that regarding, because it's been a while since I've made a video because of honestly the YouTube studio, building it and also studying. It's been a while, but I do want to talk about that, the 3,000, not 2,000 or 1,000, but I think it's a great step forward. Or other stocks that made it on there as well. It's not bad news, right? But it's not something that would influence my decision solely. But based off of everything that we see with Clover, it is definitely amazing news. They're doing everything they need to. I mean, they're doing everything correctly. I'm just trying to be nitpicky over this company. I'm just like, I just can't. I can't find anything that's bad. They're doing everything they need to. They're doing a really good job. So there's a gap at 230. Yes. So for day traders, people that don't do day trading long-term, for my mastering students, whenever there's a gap on the technical analysis, a lot of times it does fill. So I'm hoping, and that's what I'm looking at right now. And I'll definitely average up higher. Not average up higher, but double down more than what my DCA is, especially at those prices all going a little heavy. Okie dokie. I missed the intro. When are we hitting 200? So let's go here. So this is our new thing we're going to be rolling out. It'll be for Al Stock alerts as well, but it will be throttled down. It'll be more available, limited for the mastering, because it goes hand in hand with what we do there at the mastering of intrinsic value. But it seems that in Clover for 2026, based off our brain machine, it seems that Clover will be making $29 million, and it could ascend to a stock price of 232 for the equity value per share. Now I know that's a negative, but that's because the free cash flow is negative and it's trying to grow it that way. But it is doing the correct assumptions. But I would follow this up with our mastering intrinsic value calculation. which looks like, pardon me, which looks like this. Let me pull it up here. So this is our mastering, and I would follow it up with doing an analysis of 29 million. So for all my mastering students, you can do an analysis for 29 million. And then you could go in and look at the stock price. And it does hover around that 200 region, which is interesting. But we updated our calculator. Now it graphs everything, and it also gives you percent upside. And you can type in the ticker you want, which helps you organize. You can take a screenshot or whatever. So yeah, there's that intrinsic value calculation after the next report. Absolutely. We're going to be following that every 3 months to make sure. We're going to be essentially shooting out satellite beams to see 10 years into the future, seeing if they're on track. And we'll be able to sense if something goes wrong before people, before the market sees something, right? Pardon me, Al, what do you think about GSK cancer results? I haven't looked at them. Definitely got to look into it. I did see some news about that. I haven't taken a look. That was Texas Speech, if you guys wondering what was that, but haven't looked at it. But in terms of the company, its revenues are okay, gross margins strong, operating going down a little bit, but is climbing. Earnings per share relatively stagnant. Payout ratio is a little bit too high for me, meaning that they must be leveraged up. Yep, the debt to equity ratio is a little high. So again, if you want to analyze companies, like how fast I just did it right there, in our mastering course, we'll be going over all these components and how to do this. We're going to break it down and build you up, and you'll be able to look at a company and know when to get in or get out. But personally, for me, I just don't see the value in this. It is free cash flow, but it seems to me that it's just one of those companies that you get as a dividend. So it could be overvalued right now. Yeah, so there's that. You can kind of take a look. And you could say 2015. You can 2015 looks like a hard year for them. Let's see. Yeah, you see, 2014 they were at $52. 2014, and then all of a sudden 2015 they went. They started going down. And you could tell a story based off of the numbers. It's really beautiful how math works. I love math, and we're going to be teaching you we're going to teach you how to do math, but we're going to automate it for you to where it's all working for you. So, and we're already building software for that, and it's just I'm very excited with what we're doing. This is a 25-year project. So we're going to stay with you guys for 25 years, 30 years. As long as I, can be healthy. I got to go exercise more to help out our members here. But just to kind of, look at a little chlorine pH test swab of the market, it seems that we're green today. Amazon had a hard time. Home Depot, Walmart, Target. Yeah, Target with their inventories. We made a video about that. You guys should check it out regarding to what Kathy Wood said. So there's that. Herbalife. I gotta lose weight. I gotta get that Herbalife. That's true. Could you take a quick look at GH Financials as well? If not, no problem. Yeah. Let's do that. GH. Revenue's doing great. Gross margins are sexy. Net income still negative. It is getting deeper in the negative. Dividends, no dividends, of course. Shares, they are diluting the shit out of the company. Excuse my language, but book value is going down. So when I was saying book value, we have a stability calculator now, and in the stability calculator, it's so sexy. You can graph all this, and we define the terms here, and you can put all the numbers. And what it does, it helps you graph all this, and you'll be able to make sense of it. Then we also, let's say you do buy a position, we have an intrinsic sell calculation, which helps you know exactly when to sell, the tax rates, the capital gains tax, and everything when you sell. Such we're setting I want to make this the best course possible. So based off of this, the book value is going down. Free cash flow negative. I mean, I would need to look more into the earnings report. What's their story? They do have okay, current ratio is great, but the debt to equity is pretty high. They are pretty leveraged. Look at the balance sheet here. Yeah, you see, so their liabilities are increasing. The cash flow here. Yeah, that number should be up. That number technically should be up, and this number should be negative, but it's up, meaning you know why? Their common stock issued is going up, and debt issued, they're issuing debt, so their debt is increasing. So yeah, not something you want to see. But I haven't even looked at the stock price yet. But you know, that's how I go through companies. Yeah, you see. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, definitely. We would want to go into, and again, you guys got to know this. These levels are going to be hard to see because again, that's when the Federal Reserve was being accommodative. For companies to get to that level or higher, they need to be like doing the job, and it's growing at 22%. Clover 300%. So there it is. I think it's kind of your thing. I think it's oh shit, I missed up the comment here. Oh, I'll do a little deeper. Yeah, the dilution growing negative is my concern. Yeah, I got to look at the calculations now, but go a little bit deeper. It is heavily connected in Palo Alto, so they do definitely know the hedgies there. They're good, but Palo Alto, you got to be careful with these companies because sometimes these CEOs can be so stupid that they'll drive the whole company to the ground in the name of growth. How can we see volume after hours? Yeah, easy. So if you go to our charts here, and you type in what we had one individual. We'll do it again. We'll type in CLOV for the minute chart, and what you can do is you can see that the volume. This is the price. This is simple moving average and technical indicators. And the volume is here, as well as you can see on the side too, different versions of it, but you can see the volume right there. So we have volume here as a snapshot. We also have different charts as well for you to help in analyzing. Stock charts. So you can look at the volumes here, and you can do it at any time point you want, and you can look at different charts. There's like these really gnarly charts for old school folks to draw trend lines and whatnot, but this is for advanced. You don't want to. I personally don't use that, but I know some people do, and I want to make this a one-stop shop. We have the short interest data for Clover. We have it all. It's a one-stop shop, literally as low as $10 a month if you do the yearly plan. If the monthly, $11.99. But yeah, we have access to that. Who's going to jail for shorting Clover? Honestly, man, we should talk to the Clinton family. Maybe they can help us. Now, honestly, I think we're gonna have a great time. If I wasn't so busy, guys, I would totally, really want to make a Clover Health Las Vegas party, and we could just like party it up. You know what I mean? Get like everything green, rent out the whole club, and then just make it just all green, and just have a Clove party. But knowing my schedule, so the best thing I can do is provide you guys amazing content. As you can see, we're leveling up our studio. We're going to be working hard for you guys and making sure we get you the best data and everything. So let me know how I can improve the channel, and I just want to be able to serve you guys. And let me just gotta put my picture up here and talk to you guys. Oops. So yeah, aren't you guys tired? Like, aren't you guys tired of like fake news and manipulative news? I was watching some guy on YouTube. And he gives out news reports. Not the guy that we talk about in our Discord, but there's a different guy, and he's gone so freaking like opinionated with his news that it's just been so annoying. And it's just like, aren't you tired of like opinions? You just want facts. You know what I mean? Like, this is just the facts, and it's just hard to find facts. To find truth, God, it is so hard, guys. It is so freaking hard. But we're gonna work on getting that to you. I wanted to talk to you guys on other things as well, which honestly I'm so disappointed in myself for not showing you. So let me show you. So if you look at the Fed rate, we want to make sure you have this information. So on June 15, and again, I just typed in the command !point Fed rates, and it gives you the Fed rates by date. We have a meeting in June 15, and there is a strong probability the market is thinking 50 basis point hike. Duh, right? And then we have another meeting June 27, and they're thinking another 50 basis point hike. And then September, we'll see. But the market split between a 25 basis point hike or a 50 basis point hike. So the market split with that. So this is going to cause some disturbance. So understand that, let's say if the market does rally after July or this June meeting, once we kind of see it and we know, the next time the market will become tumultuous, it will be around September 21, right before the November elections here, okay? You can see as you get further out, the projections and uncertainty start fading. And also, since I didn't go over this, I think I like to make sure I give you guys information. This is Clover Health, right? This is the Fibonacci. Pre-graphed, you can graph the Fibonacci for anything. So if you're in short positions, it'll help you get in and get out, right? We do offer a short daily list. Gives you all the top short squeeze stocks, gamma stocks, and also the biggest, shortest stocks. But as you can see here, this is the level, and you should copy down these numbers to help you with your trading, okay? So I want to make sure you guys have that. And just for the shorting, this is what I was talking about for the shorts, right? Like this was today's, right? The gammas and all that. But yeah, so that's about it there. Let me see if there's any questions here. The Clintons are some of the most corrupt people out there. If it makes money, then they're in. Well, I personally like to be in the middle, independent. I don't, you know what I mean? Another thing is I know some of these people, and I work with the people that work with these people. So I have to remain neutral, so I can work with both sides of the political spectrum, because America is the greatest when we work together. That was a very political answer, wasn't it? Run, don't talk. Wait, run, don't walk. Does such a good job on bringing facts to the table. You should watch them. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot. I took a screenshot of your comment. Hey Al, when are we going to 60? I'm waiting for some nice figures from Clove. Good luck to all of us. Yeah, honestly, I would say it's hard to predict the market short term, even long term, but I would say from an intrinsic value perspective and from the calculations, again, my personal opinion, I think 2024, 2025, but 2025, I think is going to be a fabulous year. I mean, I'm so comfortable in saying by 2025, if it's not at least $30, I want you to please unsubscribe from my channel. Okay, so that's how confident I am. If it's not $30 by 2025, please unsubscribe and just like give me the middle finger, right? No, I'm like really confident about this. I mean, it's just just I don't know. Maybe my 10 years of experience looking at the numbers, I'm just like, but like for some folks that they don't see the numbers and they're slowly learning. For people, the numbers speak for themselves. They're going in the right direction, and it's like, I feel like like I'm sitting with, the whole smart money, dumb money, and I'm just like in the classroom where we're like waiting for the professor. We're waiting for students to give the answer out that the professor asked. And I'm here sitting and I'm just like, why is no one seeing the value of this company? It doesn't, sometimes I think I'm crazy, but I keep rerunning the numbers and everything, and it's good. It's good. The Trump family is also, both sides. Yeah. So I stay in the middle because it's the safest, man. It's freaking safe. Actually, I don't even think it's safe anymore. Both sides will make you feel bad that you're not with them. And it's like, let me be, So we need to squeeze like last year. No, the problem is about the squeeze is senior folks are not going to get into the stock. They're not going to respect the stock. We want it to slowly go up like a farm. I don't want it to go fast and down. I don't want that. I want a slow, beautiful increase. I want all of the meme people, even though they're smart, but the whole meme thing, I want it to just calm down and let the stock do its business and let the growth of the business speak for the stock value, right? Not for someone who wants to buy it at a higher price because someone else is going to be buying it higher. That makes sense. Yeah. But that's all I have for you. This was a longer live. I will probably and should make a shorter video to condense things because sometimes I'm always trying to find ways to making sure you guys are well informed. I know some people just are working, and they don't have time, to sit down through a live this long. So I'm always trying to find ways. I am going to be better at Final Cut Pro. Like I'm learning, you know what I mean? I finally got this. Let me show you. We finally got this beast here, and we are ready. We are ready to edit our way into the future. No, man, you guys are all gems. It's an honor and a privilege to help you guys, and it brings me a lot of happiness. I always thought to myself, how can I help people and scale it? We're getting people that are buying our programs from freaking Finland, Netherlands, Europe, Germany, China. Like, holy freaking moly. It is an honor. And guys, man, you know how good it feels to help? Listen, if you're not making someone else's life better, you're wasting your time. This is a waste of time of a life. You know what I mean? You got to, obviously help yourself first, because I had to help myself first a long time ago. Then I'm at a level to help others, right? Make sure you can walk before you know. But it feels good. God, it feels good to help. And I just can't wait till I'm a physician. Imagine how much we can do after that. Woo, it's gonna be thank you for joining me on this journey. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a really, really fun time. Yeah. What are your thoughts on solar? Now Biden has passed the defense clause to increase. So I personally think Biden should work with the oil companies to increase output for oil. I just don't think, I don't know, guys. Oil is expensive. And I think gas is expensive, like $8, $9 a gallon in California. It's going to get to a point where people that are making minimum wage, it's going to get to a point where it's going to be more expensive. It's going to be more expensive to go to work than, depending on the gas guzzler that you have. Yeah, look at your solar stocks, right? It's so sad. I think about the poor, but then at the same time, I'm like, okay, how can we profit from this? Well, yeah, you look at your solar stocks that have been heavily hit hard. There was one that I was trading. It went up to 18 or something, and then it fell back down. It was a great one. I got to take a look into it. I forgot the names. But yeah, you look at your solar stocks. You can't go wrong with Tesla, right? Oil prices are $6 in New York City today. It's terrible. Oh my God, it's terrible. I think we're still at 4 to 5 right now. Hey, I have your Discord for 2 months, and I find it hard to use to be able to make trades. Or can I go to use to help my portfolio? Of course. So yeah, as you can see, let me show the. So as you can see on our Discord, there is a lot. There's so much information here, right? So my recommendation is you go to the start here, okay? Go to start here and watch these two videos. what's inside our platform, and how to use our Discord, okay? I will be curating smaller videos, 2 to 5 minutes each, about maybe 50 of those, a lot, right? And we're gonna make a short tutorial on every section in this Discord, okay? And we're gonna be doing that once our brain machine, which is our artificial intelligence program, gets fully injected with all the things I wanted it to get injected with. We're still uploading packets into it. Once that's done, then I can make the videos, because I don't want to like remake the videos. I want to make sure it's a one and done. We're also going to be upgrading our microphone, so it's a nice professional video. But to answer your question, I would first go in to the exclusive daily briefings every day.
Today is June 7th, 2022.
Listen to the briefings. You can download them. Go to Hedge Fund Information. I update this daily. Look at the smart money, dumb money. Then you want to look at the short bar. If you are a trader, look at the short borrowing rate. Where is that at? Look at the short squeeze, top short squeeze stocks that we have, right? And it'll give you the market cap, the share float, the ranking. Top one is the most likely short squeeze, days to cover ratio, price momentum, shares availability, borrowing fee rate, and the short squeeze. So the scoring. Then we also have gamma squeeze, right? So we have the gamma squeeze stocks, top gamma, right? Then we have your sector rotations. So go over those. And then you can go into here. So this is called Bullseye. This is our, this is our AI that pretty much basically tells you, it makes calls and puts very easy. If it's a kind of a light green color, it's a call. If it's a dark color, it's a put, right? For example, here's a put, right? And what it does is it's an AI. So it tells you that, hey, you know, AAL, there's a 68% probability you should buy it or call. It gives you the premiums, the volume, open interest, and the strike, and all the things that you need to make a successful trade. Now, I would take this and then I would go and do some technical analysis and fundamental analysis. You take this by going back up here and go to your dark pool research, look at your dark pool, just like what Mitch is doing, and Petro. Look at your stock research by understanding what's going on with there, and options flow, which gives you all of the information, such as all that. Once you the algo score, the algo flow. Once you do all those, we also we have other things you will look at, like golden sweeps. Whenever someone pays over $1 million worth of puts or calls, we get access to that live. Okay, so someone like Amazon, there was a put for Amazon, 250. So we get access to these. That was a long time ago. Let me go back, here. Okay, now we have a call for Amazon, right? And it updates you. We also have a dark pool. There's so many ways you can trade. You can be an insider trader by looking at current insiders and trading that. Analyst upgrades. As soon as an analyst does an upgrade, you'll know. Crypto breakouts. We give you breakouts literally like today at 4:31. Like if there's a breakout on, like, for example, this crypto, it gives you the breakout, and we have a line and it says, hey, get your ass in there, right? We have stock breakouts where it analyzes stocks and it tells you the breakout, and you can add, or breakdowns, right? So there's so many ways you can use this to make money. My recommendation is going to the exclusive members, asking questions here as well, and then also for motivation, go to your profits and see how these people are making money. We're making $1,800 here. People are just making money, right? So take a look at that and learn. And we're going to be making a short tutorial video to go over all of these things, the whole Discord, because it is a lot of information. I don't blame you. It is a lot, but we want to make sure. We haven't even gone over TradeMaster in this for you. We want to make sure these are option flows here. We want to make sure you have access to everything. Okay, and we are creating an education for the mastering to go more in depth, but we will make a short tutorial, 2 to 5 minutes. We'll upload it on YouTube because Discord has a problem with injecting videos, and we'll have it autoplay in a playlist. So that's my idea. I just wanted to update the YouTube and the brain machine. So there's that. You need to slowly ramp up solar and have use the gas. Absolutely. So it's like when you tell a kid, if the kid can't freaking walk, you're not going to tell the kid to run. That's the thing with our government. They want to run, but you got to walk. You can't just jump into solar. I have natural gas statistics. Natural gas is going to elevate at around 2030, 2035, 2030, and then it's going to come back down. So, yeah, it's going to take some time. Okay. Al, my girlfriend loves watching you now. Yes. If you can help me get my girl interested, maybe that'll be nice. Right? No, she is, but she's just busy with studying. I appreciate that. God bless you, man. I appreciate that. It's part of a Green New Deal. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. We have a nice community we built. No, thank you. Hey, listen, you ask and we will do. You know what I mean? My philosophy is, and it takes a lot out of me, but I mean, again, I love doing it. I heard this from a Dubai. So there's a credit card that Dubai has. They have it's like the most expensive credit card. And there's a diamond inside of the credit card. It's so like the credit card by itself, it's like $1 million or something. It's like made out of diamonds or something. There's no limit, of course. But I was, I don't know. You know how when you go deep into YouTube and you just like go into YouTube, it's like, whoa, you go so deep in. So somehow I went down that route. And I saw one of the representatives that represents the credit card company. And do you know what they said? They said, we like to service our members. If you need, if anything you want, if what you want is on the moon, if there's like a piece of dust or sand, a grain that you want from the moon, we will bring it to you. That's our mission. So I looked at that. I was like, damn, I like that. So I applied that in medicine now for my patients. Because I believe everyone should have that type of service. So that's what I like to provide here, right? Campbell Pedro, you may not be her. I knew that was coming. Petra. I think problem is late night show from Al. Oh hell yeah. That was a good one. How do you average in CLOV? Like dollar cost averaging? I mean, it depends. You can do whenever you get a paycheck or, any stock, really. It doesn't have to be CLOV. You have high conviction and you can do a paycheck every month. Most people have it automatic, on their trading app. There was a study done by Charles Schwab and, people that DCA do well. People that wait in the market are not in that. They don't do as well. So there you go. But there you have it, folks. 1 hour of live streaming. And I can't wait till we build up the studio. We're going to be doing some paint and all this. We have that, and I hope you guys can appreciate the lions. We got some lions here in the background. The Al Stock Trades lions, right? Our logo. I'm really fond of lions. They're very beautiful animals and creatures. They can be soft and they can be very scary at this, sometimes at the same time. Kind of like ostriches, right? All right, guys. Well, it's a privilege and honor. God bless you. Please be safe. It's this crazy world out there. Happy belated Memorial Day to all the people that are on our channel. And also my condolences to the children that died and all the victims that have died for the shooting. So my heaviest condolences on that. So it's I don't want to become too numb of this. I think that's when we've lost. This should not be repetitive occurrence. Is a lion in between the bear and the bull? That's yeah. So you think that over there that's a bear? So that's not a bear. That's my girlfriend attempting to draw her dog. Yeah. That's my girlfriend's drawing. This is my drawing. You don't have to say who's the better artist. I'm just kidding. But I like to draw whenever I have time. I suck at it. I just draw for fun. But anywho, God bless you guys. I will see you on the next one. And it's a privilege and honor to serve you. You guys have no idea. You've made my life, very, very fulfilling. We're not referring to the paintings? Which one? The bear? No, yeah, there are no bears in this house. No bears. Right? Only bulls. But I do like the lions. It's very beautiful, and it follows our trademark and our logo. As you guys can see, we have a lion up here too, and also a lion behind me too. We're gonna get 2 lions. There's so many lions here. I like lions. If you can't tell. So God bless you guys, and I'll see you. You're on the Discord. Like, take a screenshot and point out what do you think is a lion. I'm curious. I'm sorry, a bear. But all right, guys. Peace.